Don't trust all the people that are telling you that it's too risky, that you can't do it.
Yeah, just do it. Just jump into it. I sold everything I owned in a week.
How much money were you making online when you started? I'm on a cruise ship in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean with 400 digital nomads. So I'm going to walk around this boat and ask them what they do to make money online. I have found some digital nomads, I think. Where are you guys from?
I was born in Russia, and for the last 11 years I've been living in the United States. Today I'm resident of Florida and Miami, and I'm a nomad.
How long have you been a nomad for?
2 months. Interesting journey.
Were you working remotely before you went nomadic?
Yes, I've been solutions architect for the last 9 years, and since I started my journey, I always work remotely. But I've been always working from United States, and today I'm allowing or creating opportunity to work anywhere I want because I can.
Is that your company policy, or did you have to ask them?
Regularly in United States, they're only allowed to work in United States in the area. And what I choose today to create my own company and work as being individual contributor. Okay. Work from anywhere I prefer to work and find the opportunities to help the world and create the business as it goes. I've been working in tech for the last 9 years. I've been working, not only working, study hard, grinding, like all in or nothing. And today I'm 30 years old. I know a lot. I know how to code. I went to UC Berkeley studying computer science and cognitive science. And today, being a woman, living in the United States for so long, I realized that, okay, I can do so much. And I don't want to compete with men. Yes, equal opportunities need to be given. But at the same time, what I noticed, being the only girl always in the jobs that I've been doing, and all my clients always male, I decided to choose for myself not to be a man, but feminine woman, continue contributing in the tech world, and yet to create a better life experience for myself.
Being a digital nomad as a woman can actually be beneficial because you don't have to play as many politics in the office. You don't have to deal with any harassment or any kind of favoritism. You can actually create your own network and your own bubble and community of clients, of partners that you work with, and of remote employers. And yes. I love it.
Yes.
Where are you from, and what do you do to work remotely that allows you to be on this boat in the middle of the ocean today?
I'm from Dublin, Ireland, and I build sales funnels. So sales funnel is basically a process that allows you to sell your stuff, allows you to sell your services a lot easier, allows you to sell without chasing. It enables people to come to you. So I set these these systems up for clients. I started off as a web designer back in 2012. I left my corporate job, and the first problem I ran into was how to get clients. And you think that this is going to be something that's going to be easy, that they'll fall into your lap, but it turned out that wasn't the case. So I had to learn marketing, I had to learn sales, and it was organic to go from web design really into funnels, because I just found that a lot of clients were coming to me to get funnels built. So that's really how it happened, just working with people who were already in the marketing space. And from there, it was a natural transition, really. And
did you have a traditional job before you got into this? What sparked this in Dublin?
I just wanted to do my own thing. That was really it. It was really, when you are self-employed, you're restricted in terms of how far you can go, in terms of how high you can go. And yeah, I just wanted more. I just wanted more freedom.
How long have you been location independent now?
It's actually just my 10-year anniversary, 2013.
Now that you've been doing this for 10 years, how do you see your next 10 years as a digital nomad?
Well, it's not going to be as frenetic. It's not going to be as crazy as it has been, because I'm getting old. And that's not to say I won't travel, but I think really when you get to a certain stage, you still want to travel, but you want to be based more or less, have your quote unquote base, and then kind of do trips from there. So that's what I'll be hoping to get my base established properly next year. Still choosing as to where I should, spend most of my time in Spain. I'm probably Barcelona, but I could go to the Canaries. I'm not really sure. So that's where I've been for the last few years mostly. And that to me is where I like spending most of my time.
Is there anything particular that draws you to Spain?
Well, Spain to me is the best country in the world. I don't think that anywhere else has the same kind of climate, cost of living, food, way of life, culture. I like the language. I like Latin countries in general. Everything about it is, you just feel alive in Spain. You know, you walk the streets and everyone seems to be happy. Everyone seems to be in a good mood. The weather's always good, and it's a stark contrast to where I come from, where it's the complete opposite. Like Spain, when I first started spending significant time there, one thing I liked about it was it's an outdoor, al fresco country. People are outside, even in January, they're outside in cafes, bars. Whereas where I come from, that's not the case at all. Ireland is an indoor. People spend, when they're out, they're in pubs indoors. They don't go outdoors. Yeah, and the weather is miserable where I'm from. It's depressing. It always rains, and we get like maybe 4 weeks of sun if we're lucky. So it's a complete stark contrast to where I come from. So that's what I really love about it, you know.
I'm sure the housing prices are quite a bit lower in Spain compared to Dublin as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Although that's changing too, but you can still get great value in Spain, both from a renting point of view and buying. Ireland has a serious problem with housing, and it doesn't seem to be getting better anytime soon. Well, it is tricky as well in Spain, but it's doable. There's Malaga, Valencia, Sevilla, yeah, exactly. Granada, where it's relatively easy. Granada, for example, is a great little town, a great little city, and you can get a nice little studio apartment for like €500 a month. So there's great value to be had in Spain. The lifestyle is incredible. It's second to none in my opinion. So yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for sharing your experience. Where are you going next?
The whole world is open.
What a great conversation. I'm so glad they were up here on the deck, but let's go find some more nomads. Are you on Nomad Cruise? Yeah? Can I ask you a few questions? Where are you guys from?
Berlin, Germany.
And how long have you been digital nomads?
3.5 years now. Same company, so.
Did the company that you work for allow you to work remotely before the pandemic, or is it something that happened recently?
My company before didn't allow me to work remotely, so we both quit our jobs and started our own company. So it was very important for me to start a company where everybody was remote, so all of our employees are remote as well.
What kind of jobs were you doing before you worked remotely, and did you change your jobs, or did you do the same thing as independent contractors?
I started out in the event industry, which has nothing to do with what we're doing now, but it gave me confidence on using other people's money. And then I moved on to working for Facebook at that time. Yeah, so that was the marketing start, I guess.
And now what do you do?
Now we have a company where we help people do their Facebook ads. Yeah.
I started in the fashion industry, so also nothing to do with online marketing, and then I started working in a social media agency for a year, and then we founded our company, and that's been going ever since.
Did you have any concerns about going nomadic?
For me, it was, I knew that we were going to be fully remote and had no doubts.
Agree. Okay.
Do you plan on moving back to Germany full-time someday, or how do you see your future in this location-independent lifestyle?
For me, for sure, we still have a base in Germany, which I like having, and I'm not ready to give that up. But I think for the rest of my life, I will skip European winters, one way or another. I'm not sure if for the rest of my life I'll be traveling around every winter, or if it'll be one place where, you know, we buy something or rent something full time, so we can always go to that one place. That's what I have in mind, but I'm very open to other possibilities.
Yeah, same. I want to keep Berlin as a base, but I don't see myself moving anywhere full-time ever again.
I've done the same. I really like having a home base somewhere that I can go to a few months a year, but also being able to travel full-time. Do you have any advice or tips for people that are just finding out about this lifestyle and thinking about jumping in?
The biggest advice for me would be don't trust all the people that are telling you that it's too risky and that you can't do it and it's impossible and it's not sustainable. It is a lifestyle, and you can make money online, and you don't have to believe in doubtful people. We had so many people telling us it's not possible, we should stick with something safe, and it hasn't turned out like that at all.
one, get over imposter syndrome very, very early, because you'll have it. And for me, that's still something that I struggle with. But it's, if you help people, you're helping people, and that's something you can't obviously do.
Yeah.
And two, which really helped me, but that's not the same for everyone, but the fact that we started doing it together made it a lot easier, because maybe I was a bit afraid in the beginning that what if I don't find people I like everywhere I travel, and the fact that I have a partner to travel with definitely helps get over that anxiety, so for sure.
Well, thank you so much. What is your name?
Elmar,
How long have you been a digital nomad?
for 12 years, something like that.
How did you get the idea for this 12 years ago?
Kind of didn't like to be in the city that I lived, and at the same time wanted to really explore a little bit more, travel. So yeah, I started traveling. At the time I could combine it with my current or at the time work, and from there it kind of grew. And then I never looked back. So.
What were you doing for work at that time, and where were you living?
At the time, I was living in Utrecht in Holland, and I was freelancing in online marketing. I had one customer that I kind of had continuous work for, and that kind of in the beginning allowed me to do it because that gave me continuity in terms of income, but not a lot, but enough to just get by in the cheaper spots on earth.
I love that you could just start with one customer and make this lifestyle work.
Yeah.
And are you still doing online marketing now?
Yeah, I developed it. I went many directions, but now I have an agency that provides online platforms for bigger companies and coaches that want to sell their courses online. And so I built it up while traveling. It's been real fun. I now have a semi-base in Hungary, and kind of 7-8 months a year I still catch up with you guys on stuff like this, Nomad cruise and stuff.
What are some of the other countries that you find yourself going back to?
Hungary is now a big part of my life because my girlfriend. South of Spain, Tarifa is always a place where I went to and still like to go to. For kite surfing, and a lot of nomads being there as well. So a lot of fun.
Any words of advice for people that are just getting started in this lifestyle?
Yeah, I would say if you can have one continuous client, if you're a freelancer, try to get that one client that kind of is continuous. You will meet a lot of people that give you opportunities, and try to niche down on. Yeah, if you're a depends of course for everybody is different, but if you are a freelancer and not sure which direction you want to go and how to get the income, try to niche down on a tool that is a little bit more premium, because there are also more premium clients in that around that tool that really are looking for someone like you that can help them solving stuff with that tool.
All right, so quality clients over quantity.
Exactly, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Elmar, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you too.
Are you a digital nomad?
Hi, my name is Jussi.
And how long have you been a digital nomad?
Yeah, like almost 8-9 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you get started in this lifestyle?
Yeah, it's a bit funny. I was kind of running out of money, to be honest, when I was in university. So I literally typed in Google how to make money online, and then I got started with simple things online like translations and writing blog content for other companies, and then it kind of grew and grew and grew. Now I'm part of a team. We're running like a big personal finance brand right now. We have about like 50 or 60 people in the team, so it's been growing quite a lot.
Yeah. How much money were you making at the beginning when you were just doing some random freelance jobs to get by, and where were you living at that time?
At the time, this was around like 9 years ago. I was still studying in Finland, and I think like probably in the first few months I was making like 200 euros a month, and then it slowly grew from there. Yeah.
When did you actually leave Finland, and where did you go first?
So that was I think it was 2016. I moved to Malta for 1 year because the company was based there that I was working with.
And what are some of the other countries that you've spent a lot of time in?
recently, a lot of time in Bulgaria and also like Bali. I go to Cyprus quite a lot because I have some friends who live there. Yeah, different places every now and then.
Do you see yourself ever moving back to Finland full time?
Ooh. We'll see, I guess. Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's so many nice places in Finland, like lakesides. Maybe one day I'll get like a house on the lake in Finland or something like that. But that's in the future.
When you're living in these other countries, do you also spend time with local people or learning the language, or is it more just kind of working from home and hanging out with other foreigners?
It's mostly living in the nomad bubble, to be honest, but it depends a little bit on different country. Like I spent a few months in Mexico, and then I tried to learn some Spanish and interact with the local people. Yeah, it really depends on the place. Like I lived also quite a long time in Estonia, and I learned the language there, and that made the experience so much nicer. But yeah, it depends so much on the country and how long I'm gonna be there and so on.
Do you feel like as digital nomads we're well received in these places by the locals, or is there more controversy over the impact that nomads are having?
Yeah, personally I didn't get any like bad vibes or negative comments from the local people. I guess like yeah, maybe sometimes like taxi drivers have been saying like, oh, there's so many people here, or the prices are getting more expensive or something like that, but I really don't have personal experience more than that. So
well, thank you so much for sharing your nomad experience with us, and enjoy your rest of your cruise.
Thank you so much.
Hey guys, how long have you guys been digital nomads?
For me, it was 2010.
3 years.
And how did you get started with being able to make money from anywhere?
I was essentially, living the nomadic life in my own city, doing affiliate marketing online. And a friend of mine told me you should read the book, The 4-Hour Workweek. I read it, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should just start traveling and do this from somewhere else. So I moved to Malta. Sold everything I owned in a week and moved to Malta, and that was the beginning for me.
Wow. How was your experience in Malta?
It was great. I mean, that was my first really big international travel destination. Great weather, just a new culture to explore. Everybody spoke English there, so it wasn't too hard to really get going. And I went with a friend who I met at a marketing conference, so that helped. Yeah.
About how much money were you making online when you started?
It was probably about like 80K, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly from like SEO on my own websites and affiliate marketing.
And are you still working in the same industry as before, or have you changed?
I've transitioned a bit. I still do marketing, but I also run a clothing brand now, and the marketing is more so for clients.
About how often do you change locations? Do you just keep moving around, or do you have a few places that you rotate between?
In the beginning, it was quite frequent. Now I slow travel a little more. There's definitely places that I go back to that I revisit. I would say a mix of both, yeah.
What are some of the places that are have good conditions for you to work remotely and be productive?
I really enjoyed my time in Ukraine when I was there over the years. Spent quite a bit of time there. Poland also was really good infrastructure and good quality of life for the value. I've tried it all. Yeah, Europe is kind of my spot though. Yeah.
And how many Nomad cruises have you been on?
This is my 5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
What keeps bringing you back?
Just the people, the community. It's a great bunch of people. Good weather, good times on a boat, and then because we're all nomadic, we continue the travels once we arrive at our destination. And it's just a great experience.
Yeah, it's my 3rd one, so I like it as well. And where are you from again? Remind me.
I was born in Alaska, USA, and I lived in Hawaii before I went nomadic. I was in the military. I was active duty Navy. I was an officer, and I was in a high-paying job. And I had this idea of traveling and maybe working or traveling and just having money to just enjoy myself perpetually. I had this idea back in 2002. And so I feel that there wasn't a whole lot of people talking about the lifestyle back then, but over the years, especially like, mid 2010s. Through the use of YouTube, Instagram, influencers, this whole lifestyle started blowing up, and I was thinking like, wow, that's exactly what I want to do. Like these other people just came up with a name for it. Yeah, so I've been nomadic for 3 years now, and it's great.
So you stayed in your military job for a while. Were you trying to work out your plan for how you could go nomadic, and what did you come up with?
Sure. So I knew I was going to do 20 years in the military, so I had a nice long amount of time to plan and save money and invest, and that actually became my main thing now, is like the hobby portfolio that I built, kind of building this nomad dream. That's kind of my main thing now. Yeah, I kind of just built like a career into it as well.
What are your different revenue streams?
I've got capital gains from stocks, sales stocks, pensions from stocks, shareholder distributions from, weird weird MLPs. I've got a pension from the military. I've got disability from the military. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of retired early.
So you're basically a passive income nomad.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
How do you think that there's a lot of people that have traditional jobs and they think, oh, maybe I'm too old to do it or whatever. How do you think that having that stable job for 20 years prepared you for this lifestyle? And do you think it would have been different if you would have just quit a couple years in and hopped straight into the traveling life?
It definitely made me appreciate it more. The military is a lot of fun, and it's a nomadic existence in and of itself. Like you move every 1 to 3 years, but it really made me appreciate the freedom aspect of this lifestyle. And I could travel before, but I had to get 10 different people's permission, and it was very difficult to get that permission. Now, and I had to get it before I even left a lot of times. Now I can go wherever I want. I can go to a conference if I meet somebody or there's another group going to another area, sailing or something, we can just hop on a plane and do it. We don't have to ask anybody's permission. And we know that we're going to be fine when we get there because we got all these great tools like Airbnb and great websites to help us out.
Well, I could definitely say that you've earned this freedom. You've put in a lot of years of service. And so do you call anywhere home right now? Do you still have a home base in Hawaii, or are you fully nomadic?
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. I don't have a home base right now. I'm fully nomadic, and it's been awesome, but it's crazy. It's not for everybody.
Yeah. What are some of the downsides of this lifestyle?
It's very difficult to keep a social circle, like a coherent social circle. So a lot of people all over the world, but from very different scenes. Basically, your friends change every week or 2 weeks or a month, and that's fine. You just need to know a lot of people, and you just have to be open to just being friendly wherever you go, I guess.
And are either of you guys in a relationship?
I was in something like that, but that ended recently.
Was it with another nomad?
Yes, but I can't say any more than that.
That's okay. What about you?
Yeah, no, I'm single, for a while.
Do you find that is difficult, dating as a digital nomad?
Yeah, definitely. We do have the ability to stay put, but if you already have some plans that are prearranged and everything, you got to go. I always get like the Tinder matches just as you're leaving a place.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
Any ideas about what we do about this? How do we solve dating for nomadic people?
Excellent question. Excellent question. Whoever does this is going to be very, very rich with whatever app or service that they offer. But I would say in the meantime, better communication, just talking about boundaries, what everybody's looking for. Maybe even like the terms, like we're going to do this for a period of time, see how it works out. But I would just say better communication in general, and just people opening up their hearts a little bit more to maybe travel with somebody instead of just traveling by themselves all the time.
Yeah, I think the hardest part about dating as a nomad is that when you meet somebody, you only have a short amount of time to explain these things. If it's a casual date, you don't necessarily want to go into detail about your lifestyle and all of these conditions. So I'm still figuring it out myself, but we'll report back if we have any solutions. Thank you guys so much. Any final words of advice for people watching that are curious about the lifestyle?
Yeah, just do it. Just jump into it. Like I said, I sold everything I owned in a week. Just start traveling and just see how it works and kind of make your way as you go.
I'd say just do it also. Yeah, the freedom is undescribable, actually. It's amazing. I think it's the best part.
Is there anything that you miss that you can't carry with you?
Family and other friends.
Yeah. It's all about people here. Well, thank you guys. And if you want to see more videos about asking people what they do to make money online and travel, then click on these thumbnails right here. I think that's a wrap.